Aloha, everybody. This is Primo Chemo with Fracking the Horde. I pride myself on my packaging, and I always try to not just strive for 5 stars, but I strive for positive feedback. I really want to impress a buyer that I have done everything I can to make their purchase the most pleasurable experience possible. So here we have a feedback of this General Foam blow mold skeleton, and let's take a look at how I packaged it for shipping. This is a piece of blow mold that I found in somebody's attic. The purchase price was $0. Shipping, I'm very standard, $5 on something like this. Plus the actual sales price of $84. So, and that was a best offer because that's how you get most of your sales. This is going to Nebraska. It's going to Nebraska. This guy wants to get this in one piece. So let's ship it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on we gotta go get a box. And I also wanna show you my ceilings. So this ceiling, so we haven't finished this part of the ceiling. And then this part of the ceiling that has one coat but needs more. Then look at all this. This is all done with the cool stuff. And then all of a sudden you get into the kitchen and it's like, uh-oh, somebody forgot to put the lipstick on the kitchen. It's only been like that since before the pandemic, but don't worry. You want to see the garage? There's the door fell on our heads and we haven't put that back up. And here are boxes. There's a Vespa. That's pretty cool. My Rolls Royce used to live in here until a couple weeks ago. So what we do is we shake out the boxes and leave the mess. Okay, I'm gonna put you back into ceiling mode. Look, there's clocks. Ooh, there's an Angel Michelle. Look up there. There's Grimace and Grimace. There's an old stinky Grimace and a new quadruple eyeball Grimace. We're back at the skeleton. We want this person to enjoy their $84 skeleton. So first of all, we got the box, right? So you got the box. Just, there's room in the box. It's a perfect box. I don't want to send this and just package it with this cord hanging out like this. So what I'm going to do is take a moment and show you how to do platinum level eBay packaging. I'm Professor Primo of packaging. You start with one of these. This is a very inexpensive hook and loop. Do not refer to it as Velcro or you will get sued. It will take you from your homes and they will wrap you in Velcro and throw you against a wall. It's got a vintage bulb in it, which works. I'm going to ship it with that because I did not say I was including any other bulbs. Take that wire, make it nice, like it just came from China, just like super tight. Then take one of these, which costs, like I said, $6.25 for 120 pennies a piece. Don't use a bread bag one or a recycled one. Because these are colorful and fun, and I don't send thank you notes or anything, I do stuff like this. I use new foam to package all of my items. Big rolls of foam. You take that and you roll it. Roll your old bones. All right, so you give it, there's 1, 2. That was 2 full ones. So I'm gonna say that's 60 cents in packaging. Then you cut it like a maniac. Then you take the eBay tape. This is what the eBay tape is for the most part. You can use it on the outside of packages, but mostly it's for the inside of packages so that you can tape together your packages with this tape so the person can see the ends of it. They can unpackage it with some sort of sanity. If you use clear tape, people have to, search for the edges, use razor blades. You really don't want to do that. You want to make sure that tape is obvious and where it is so people can release it from your awesome packaging. 2 rolls, 60 cents into packaging so far. Boxes come from a friend who buys a lot of stuff and ourselves. So once I put this little unit baby in here, so it is friction pressed against the top and bottom. You see that air gap down there? By these little dog ears that are formed when you roll something up in the thing. So you have like this little padded air gap, which is very conducive to awesomeness. Try to remember to turn off the hard drive, which is super loud. If you can find some dunnage, use the dunnage, meaning used stuff, to gently sock it to the Skeletor. This little Skelly's gonna have a ride. You don't want him to bounce around in there. This guy's plastic, fairly resilient. I'm like Edward Scissorhands now. You must now switch tapes to the clear tape. I do not use the thick tape. I use a thin tape so that I might want to cover the whole top of something with tape, and I don't want to, it's a big waste of money if you're using that super thick tape. Anyway, that is an $84 packaging job that will make it to Nebraska. Skelly, are you ready for your trip? Skelly weighs an impressive... None of you told me to package this. You guys were going to let me not send it with this? Come on now. That is not... I thought we were friends. Make that person on the other end your best friend who's like, wow, this guy cares. We use the Accutech. Is it right? I don't know. It says Accutech. It's in the name. Baby weighs 1 pound, 5 ounces. 15 by 5 by 10. I do it the old school way where I enter it in 15 by 5 by 10. I do the smallest number in the middle. Nobody knows why. Always my wife. $5 shipping paid. We are paying $6.60. I undercharge for shipping just if I have to spend a little more on somebody, that's no problem. I'm still literally making money on shipping. If you need numbers, I don't have them. So you put the label on here. Did you hear the robot print it out? So we don't actually have to employ a separate person who knows how to write to make these labels. A robot made it for us, improving our lives with technology. eBay label, bye. And you give it a gentle toss over there because the mail's going to do way worse. Just make sure you don't hear something break. Thanks for joining me for an insanely long video about packaging a skeleton. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk again soon. Thanks. Bye.